ist echt gut.
It was a roller coaster ride in terms of the revenues. They rose rapidly and then all at once it stopped. And you're standing at the edge of a cliff and suddenly you realize, oh, life goes on. You get so emotionally involved in the development of the company.
Creating new scents is an art, and it was Matti Nebelschutz's concept for a new business, Perfumes by Request, available online. His startup grew fast. He hired more than 60 people, but about 5 years ago, the orders just stopped. He couldn't pay his operating costs and soon filed for bankruptcy.
People in that situation are branded. Not even my family and friends quite knew how to deal with it. I was even getting letters of condolence.
For Karsten Voss, the end came abruptly.
I worked as an executive for almost 30 years, most recently as the executive director of a major Berlin trade fair. Then I burned out. I just crashed and burned, even lost my home, but eventually I found my way back out.
Now, Karsten Voss is training to become an EU fundraiser. The 52-year-old former top executive used to work 90 hours a week during the bread and butter fashion fair, managing about 1,000 employees. Now he's hitting the books.
There isn't a single cause. If in the course of many years you constantly work at your limit, always running your batteries all the way down and not finding time to recharge them, eventually you reach the point where you just collapse on your desk.
At first, Voss, the former successful executive, was too embarrassed to talk to anyone about it.
To fail, to burn, sounds like the Middle Ages. It's a totally negative concept. Of course, there are many different ways of dealing with it. To pull yourself together, to eat humble pie, it's a personal decision. For me, it was a matter of outing myself, of admitting the problem and talking about it. That's helped me a lot, and I think it's helped others as well.
Then Voss met Attila von Unruh, who's founded a national association to support people who've been through bankruptcy. Von Unruh says the situation in Germany has to change.
In England, they're legally free of debt within a year, and they're treated respectfully. In America, they haven't collected any experience in the business world if they haven't gone broke yet. It's not seen as negative at all. If they say, I made a mistake and now I've learned my lesson and I'll do it better next time. That's regarded as a point towards expertise. But in Germany it's a stain. And this is where we can try to establish a different mentality so it's regarded as part of life. There isn't anyone who never fails.
Matti Nebelschutz learned from his mistakes. He's borrowed money from his brother and now he's carrying on. With 10 employees.
I'm a lot more modest now, more down to earth. We're a brand of perfume, and a brand has to grow for years or even decades. So now we're taking it quite a bit more slowly. And the funny thing is that suddenly things are moving ahead, because we're not putting ourselves under so much pressure anymore.
Just in time for the holiday season, Matti Nebelschutz has opened a little shop to complement his online business. He's turned his failure into an opportunity.